there was audio that surfaced the other day, and I'll say me, I didn't believe it was real because we've heard that before. That same song, and we heard it was Lil Baby who dissed Rollo.
Can't believe these niggas hate the cheese found going Rollo. Can't not put cameras out on me, bro.
All right. So that song has been done for a moment because what verified that it was real was the Thugger Daily account on Twitter basically posting the same song, except this time it had Young Thug on it.
Now they treat me for some years, they know you was steady. $100 million nigga, baby, I been in the news. Only reason you done was such a truth.
Now, there wasn't just that. There was also another thing that had came out that nobody paid attention to, but you know, we see everything. It's pretty interesting. Now, Pee Wee Roscoe been doing a whole lot of dissing. We just didn't say anything about it because, to me, you're not going out your way saying certain things unless certain things are understood. But I want y'all to understand something. And we just gonna make this clear. What you're seeing is not everything. Let's go. Yak did not say a single thing against Jeff in his interviews with the cops. I don't know where this is coming from. Yak had the opportunity to turn on Jeff during trial to get out of the case easy. He never took it. He stood tall and took it all the way to the jury. You're a great lawyer, Doug, but this is about street codes. You're not supposed to tell the police anything. You hire a lawyer and let them do their job. No one should ever talk to the cops. Agreed. But no one listens to me. Doug, my guy, did you not see the video with him eating Chick-fil-A, getting interviewed? Saw it. He said jack shit about Jeff. He said jack shit about anybody. Did you see it come in evidence? F no. And you were talking stuff about Gunna. Thug is just a clown at this point. I have never said anything bad about Gunna. In fact, I have defended him at every opportunity. State wants to turn these guys against each other. Don't fall for it. Don't be a sucker. A lawyer that is still lawyering. Nobody comes from my clients without me speaking up for the truth. It's time to let the rappers do their thing, Doug. There's a whole different rationale being used right now. I don't care who comes after, DK, Street, cops, or DA. I will always be there for him, even if he may not want it. The state wants nothing more than to turn Gunna, Jeff, and Yak on each other. These are all talented artists who the state wants to drag down. Heaven forbid they rise above their situation. Don't let them do it. Gunna's on fire right now. Thug is out of shape and hasn't been able to make a song that anyone likes. It's all jealousy. Thug is so institutionalized that he can't help but talk about anyone that he feels is a rat. Thug will 100% be back in prison. He ain't changed. According to fans, Young Thug ain't allowed to feel some type of way from betrayed by his friends. Fans look at it like, yo, Young Thug, you home now. Let his shit die. These be the same fans that tell niggas to go spin on their dead folk. It's crazy more and more you can see how people don't view celebrities as regular people with feelings. SMH. Then somebody said, all one said was, yes, ma'am, y'all acting like bro wore a wire and took the stand. Chill out. If you want to feature that nigga, just say that. My going outside, man. This some Celtics Shaq shit. Man, this don't even sound like him.
You gonna stop it. Hey, also fly like helicopters. Hey, tuna car up like a doctor. Hey.
He want to feature, just say that. If you want to feature, then nigga, just say that. Y'all think Gunna better than Thug and Baby? Put it to rest already. Gunna doing 100K plus first week. Is no one going to talk about his voice? Yeah, because Gunna was King Troup's boy, and him and Thug came together after Troup's death. I remember Gunna looking chubby and following Thug in the like that video like a small boy. But time changes, so it is what it is. It's been almost a whole year since he was free, and Thug hasn't dropped a hit yet. I'm concerned. Man, he mad Gunna going straight up right now. When the only reason people talking about your new song is because you name drop and you know the song is trash. At least he's saying names now. Thug has a better catalog. Gunna been better recently. This shit garbage juice. Thug equal Gunna. Nobody check in for Thug or Baby. They done LOL. Gunna is timeless. They had a run, but that's it. Gunna new album is incredible. No glaze, just the truth.
This motherfucker is, these niggas they like these niggas definitely like brothers more than Birdman Wayne. That's what it was. But you said you came to talk about Lil Wayne and Roscoe?
I'm just trying to get the whole background between Roscoe and Lil Wayne and all that.
You want me to tell you the honest? This is undercut truth, man to man. These niggas, these niggas definitely like brothers more than Birdman Wayne. I said them niggas was damn near more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne were more
than. This nigga used to brain Wayne his drugs. Like, trust them. I don't know them fools.
I understand Birdman and Lil Wayne got beef over money, but what's Roscoe got to do with any of that shit? I don't know.
He like, bro, I promise to God I ain't do nothing. I ain't do shoot no gun at nobody. I'm like, you sure, bro? He like, I promise. I'm like, okay. He did an interview like a couple days ago, probably a week ago, and he was like, I guess he was clearing it up, like, man, you know, I just been hearing things. He was like, if he's some sort of fan, he's still being funny with me. He was like, if he's some,
I don't know what that is. My bad.
If he was some sort of fan, I'm sorry for anything that I ever said to make him feel low down. Because she was like, if I put it on there and then, cause Wayne, he's one of them type of niggas like, that nigga would be switching so much. He'll literally do an interview and be like, yeah, man, I be tripping. I don't know why the hell I bash Lil Bro in the face like that, you know. And I'm sorry, I forgive him, he's a fan. And then he'll be at his show, goddamn a week later, like, Young Thug, this nigga gay. Cause you know that's what everybody hearing. You ain't never heard of that? Everybody saying like, you heard Young Thug gay. So that's what he was making jokes about at his shows. He was like, Birdman.
He said somebody not wearing a shirt on your album or something like that.
Cause my album is called Carter 6. His album before him in Carter 5. I looked up to this fool so much I named my Carter cause a while back he was like, the Carter 5 is my last album. And then I didn't know that album was gonna be held back. I thought that album was gonna drop. So when he dropped the Carter 5, I was gonna come up and drop the Carter 6 and just keep going to the Carter 10. But he probably thought I was being funny about it. So he just started tripping on me. And he was at his show, he was like, man. And then on my album cover, I don't got on no shirt. He was like, if any nigga that posed naked on his album cover, don't listen to that shit. That nigga gay. I'm like, damn, shit, I'm on bro T. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. I really look up to that fool. That shit really wrong T. I'm like, man, that nigga. But Birdman was gonna give Atlantic $2 million for me
to release you.
Cause they got me for free. Gucci signed to them, so they just got me like, I can die tomorrow, it ain't shit to them. So, you know, 9 times 10, they'll be like, shit, yeah, give us $2 million, you can have them. But I guess they see, you know what I'm saying?
Now
who I became, so they like, hell no. So he ain't never do it, but they was on the verge, like, I was talking to the head of Atlantic, Leo, his name Leo, billionaire. I'm like, you don't want to just, cause I really wasn't like in love with her. Cause it's real brother love. So I was like, you don't want to just turn me over to him? I was like, man, whatever you want me to do, I do. I give you an album. I don't care. Cause they never really did that for me. Atlantic never really did that for me or none of that. Before I got hot, I made myself hot. When I made myself hot, then they came in like, you know, you signed us, and I'm like, how? Cause Gucci, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn.
They didn't promote you at all.
Yeah, so Bird wanted to give them $2 million and give me $1 million. So he was like, hey, I got $3 million. I'm gonna give y'all $2 million. And give him $1 million, or I want to give y'all $1 million and give him $2 million. He was like, well, however it go, however y'all want to do it. So I was on the verge of doing it. I was on the verge of doing it, and I wasn't even doing it off of the money because I had grown so much love from him. I would have signed from that. That's how much love I grew from him, and I always had in my mind like about him and Wayne. I always had that Wayne just tripping about it. So guess how lame I am? I'll be like in the studio. I have a song like Lifestyle. I try to get that song to Wayne just to hype him up. So his album can be good. I try to give him that song, but he don't like people to write for him. He writes his own music.
That was one of your biggest songs too, wasn't it?
Biggest song in the world, #1. Got gold, platinum.
We used to ride, we rode the bike to that song many a nights. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
That thing was gold and
He
platinum.
loved it.
I tried to give it to him.
God.
He rejected
it. This is what I had to know. Young Thug, you have an interrogation tape. All right. T.I. has an interrogation tape. All right, you hung out with him. See, here's the thing. Young Thug is upset with Gunna for a multitude of reasons. And when I told y'all, bro, hey, Thug ain't rocking with that. Thug is not messing with that at all. Not. People said whatever they said. I said, nah, bro, this is real. Because what Young Thug's problem is, and I'll state it, because we're unbiased over here. So I think more people will agree with Young Thug on this one than people would like to admit. Thug feels as though this way. Gunna had a dope attorney in Sadao. Powerhouse. I personally don't like him. But y'all know what we say. Over here, we unbiased. So Sadao is a powerhouse attorney. Would have been in there whooping feet. But Gunna took the plea deal that says YSL is a gang. Why is that important that Gunna did that as far as the state is concerned? Because what that does is it establishes the enterprise of YSL as a gang so that RICO could essentially take away all of his money. It wasn't just his freedom. That's where people get it wrong. It wasn't just Young Thug's freedom. And that's the point where I think everybody is missing this. I don't want to say hatred, the disapproval of Young Thug is simply because of this. It seems like you don't understand. This is the time of dancing, the time of chilling, the time of let's not beef, the time of education. The songs that are really buzzing in the streets ain't really the ones where these cats are talking about killing and all that. It's all about a good time. You've seen Rod Wave transform what XXXTentacion was into something else and something bigger. But Young Thug being pissed off at Gunna, y'all can't, we can be upset, we can be mad, but if we're not understanding, then we're missing the point. The way it was supposed to go is this. Nobody take any plea deal until they start basically offering real plea deals. Thug gets his, everybody else gets theirs. That's how it was supposed to go. In a perfect world, in a perfect scenario, in a perfect situation, how it was supposed to go is, man, we don't bend, we don't fold, we don't do anything. The YSL brand has took a hit. The only brand that we've seen took a hit even worse is BMF. Just being fair, but BMF is good now. But that, and Thug was facing over 60 years. I don't think people understand. Young Thug was facing a very long time, basically life in the penitentiary, had he lost his trial. I think people forget the stakes that were in this trial. So when you say certain things and you present them to the internet or you present them to the world, it's like, damn. But if I'm gonna, one thing that would have happened was this. And y'all would be like, man, hell nah. But y'all would understand. I would have told my lawyer, hey, bro, I got to throw you under the bus for this one. For my career's sake, I got to basically say, I trusted whatever you wanted us to do. I ain't know nothing. I ain't never been in this situation. I went with what my counsel said. Because at the end of the day, and we being fair, the plea deals that worked out, Gunna's plea deal versus Young Thug's plea deal, Gunna's plea deal is far better. He ain't even on probation no more. Thug plea deal, bro, he can go to jail tomorrow. How they feel. So there's that. But here's the part where I think most people miss it. And I hate to say it this way. The reason why we're pushing Thug get over this shit is because once Gunna dropped his first album, it was clear after getting out. I should say it that way. I have a problem with not saying that. Once Gunna put out his album after getting out and it shot up to #1, that's where you go, damn, this sucks. But you start to understand what you said before and what we thought you to believe. Business is business. That didn't happen. Take it a step further. You get out. Young Thug missed the whole entire boat. He did. What you talking about, Nash? Nobody gives a damn about Young Thug the person. Only his family and friends. His fans care about what? The music. He should have basically been doing music the moment he got out of jail. There's certain things behind the scenes I won't reveal, but after he got done with that, as soon as he touched down in Florida, get straight to it. You can't say you ain't had no money. Drake brought you a substantial amount of money, dropped it off. Now to Yak. I understand that as well, because there was a lot of how can I say this? A lot of disagreement with two people who are involved in this stuff as far as what happened. But even on the Yak part, all that should have been said is everything that was done. That was handled internally. Yak plea deal didn't hurt nobody but himself, if we being fair. It's one of the worst things about snitching that y'all don't see is if you go in there and run your mouth, you involved in it, you told on yourself mostly. So Yak go to the feds, bro. He don't get the hit state. He hits the feds. Yak opening up his mouth was lame as hell. Let's call a spade a spade. Was lame as hell. But did Duke go to prison? No. What happened? He gone. He up out of there. But let's be all the way honest. That stuff right there handled internally. So that's how you combat that. Man, we already got over that. We took care of that and everything. We all good. We stronger together. That YSL movement at its peak was looking like something that was going to be had to compete with bands like the Migos, Outkast, YFN, if they ever could get their shit together. But it's not going to happen. Why? Because there's too many feelings involved. But I understand where Young Thug is coming from. Because let's be fair, it is bad for the brand. Both things. Yak's tape, the plea deal with Gunna saying the yes ma'am and stuff. But I understand something, bro. That shit right there, the Gunna stuff, he got set up. He got set up with that tape because it was Mark Winnie who did it. I never recorded it. I never recorded that shit. I seen it on the WSB TV website and was like, oh, snap. Y'all can go back. At first, the first video I made is, oh, dang, all right, man, Gunna good, bro. He just signed his plea deal. He just got up out of there. Bro, ain't nobody going down. The yes, ma'am stuff is what threw it all the way off. And then that's what it is. But even then, even with that, bro, you got to get over that, man. I know that's not what people want to hear, but honestly, the street rules should not be considered in this part right here because it's business now. You got an interrogation tape, bro. So what the hell are we supposed to do with that? You threw Birdman up under the bus. But all right. But once again, like I say, I understand where Jeffrey is at with it because it is what it is. You facing asset forfeiture. You're facing damn near a life sentence. And on top of that, bruh, it seemed like the way you were operating, you were getting up out of there. But if we telling the truth, it's looking like jealousy now. No other way to do it. It's looking like straight up jealousy. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on the bell to notify. You want to win this or want to win this? Easy. Subscribe, have a bell on, comment on everything, and we will enter you at the end of it. 300K is the giveaway. And who knows, if we hit that 300K by next month, even who knows, we hit 300K by next month, we just going to double it up and say we giving away 2 PS, what is that, 5? I don't know, an Xbox, whatever the hell. I'll catch y'all in the next one.